And greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I've had some billing issues with Twitch. I've got to switch over where the payment is coming from. And I completely forgot about it, so I'm going to do it on YouTube today. I will stream again tomorrow on Twitch because I'll have all that stuff updated, and I won't have to worry about losing my ability to stream on Twitch. I'm pretty sure you're hearing a song you guys probably haven't heard in a while, especially if you watch the Wasted Spaces Uncooperative Survival. You got me hooked on a couple of these songs, Falling Apart and Little by Little. These are all found on Epidemic Sounds, where you can get some music that is not going to get you strikes on YouTube or Twitch that I know of so far. I haven't had any issues yet. So, all right. So first off, let's get right back into it. As of right now, as you can see, we'll go in my third-person view here and get rid of that. I've already started doing a little bit of building and a little upgrading. So the walls themselves were blank. They didn't really have anything on them, and they were majority of it was just all of it was light armor. The way I'm upgrading them is everything that so these blocks here and the extensions below will be underground. I want to try and see if I can get at least up to the top of this block here, these blocks here, of where it sits in the ground. And then so you can get a little bit of the image of the base of the actual wall itself. But the rest, everything above that is all heavy armor. As you can see, I have conveyor. My brain is not working right now because I'm streaming at an unusual time. I have conveyor junctions in place right now, like I've said, and I'll show you over on this wall. Both the main walls, the straight walls, will look pretty much similar. I may get rid of one or two of these Gatling turrets and swap them out for a couple more assault turrets. So I've got a little bit more oomph. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to do. There we go. So 9. And I picked the assault turrets because in the colony scenario, we're not going to have a lot of uranium on board or on the planet. And in order for me to do that, I would have to go off-world, mine uranium, and then bring it back to the planet. So that would, but the whole purpose of the Mars colony scenario is to go back and build your way, try to survive long enough to where you can build yourself a ship to get off the planet. Oh, wow, there's some new stuff up here. So I got the main wall. I've got some adjustments I'm making to it. This little extension here will remain, but you won't see it, so it'll probably be underground. I'm going to put a from here over to about maybe a block before this one. I'm going to be putting a well, let me just go ahead and put them in place. Some doors. Put these guys in place. And go in here and oop, that's right. Wrong direction. I'm gonna try to put some lights in here because I have it set up to where I can walk around in here. I've got to relocate the batteries on both ends because I had them down here, but that clogs up the pathway. So I moved them up so I can get around my conveyor tubing system here. I'm trying to see if I can get the conveyor system to work. I'm not quite sure yet if these actually work. I've been having some troubles with them. It's either that or they're not actually supposed to pass fuel between the system or gases. And it's only meant for conveying actual cargo and not, which would kind of upset me a little bit. But hey, no big deal. Oh, it's not connected. I thought it was connected. It's not connected. Huh. Let's do this then. Go in, grab ourselves a merge block. That one there. That one there. They're not even, oh. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if I can see them. It's taking a minute to update it. I don't know why it's taking so long to update it. There we go. Alright, let's see. Yep, there they are. No more closing. Turn this off. Alright, so my whole theory is that if I get this place right, the only thing you'll see of these doors will be the top two portions of the block here. These will be like if I go into red alert mode. I may put some flashing lights around here. I may put some lights on here as well, like on the glass door blocks. Put a red light here on the ends, and then every other turret glass door blocks on either side. Put little red lights, flashing red lights, and then when we're under attack, I'll probably put some spinning lights here to so when we're under attack, I can trigger those lights and make a flashy display of everything we're doing. All right, so I started working on here. I'm actually doing some modifications inside here, so let's go back to this one. I don't have a lot of room to work with. I may put a light in here somewhere, but I'm worried about it. There. Here, I may put a light. Well, I have a light going towards the door. So let's go ahead and set up my hotbar for that. And then pick up lights. We'll set the distance to 5. So it's covering 2 blocks. And then we'll go the intensity to... Oh, can I see that outside? Let's look. Nope, doesn't look like it can. All right, go back in the inside. All right. We'll crank that up to 8. No, we'll keep it down to 5 as well. And what I'll do here is at these guys, I'll put down these lights. Make the adjustment to these as well. Relocate these batteries. Put this in here. Relocate the pipes. Put this in here where it should have been. Alright, go F8. Now that I'm at the other end of the hallway, I need to make sure that this does not fall off again. So we'll go with 8. And then instead of putting in another junction, I'm going to put in one of the newer armored tubes or reinforced tubes. And then I'll go back to the standard tubes. I may build add on once I put the doors on, I may add like I didn't put the conveyor junction in yet. WTF. But what I'll do is that I may build like a little ramp once I've got the doors in place. Make sure it's still connected to the base, and like build a little, with the exception here, build a little ramp that'll get up and over the even though this may be underground. But I'll have to see once I get my distances all set up. I'm putting so from this block to this block here is 29, is a space of 29 blocks. So about 27 blocks in between will have doors on it, and then like I said, I'll have assault turrets on the corners, on the big pieces here, and then the small parts will be Gatlings. I may let this one to 4 Gatlings and 2 assaults, and then make the walls where I have an assault, 2 Gatlings, assault, 2 Gatlings, assault, 2 Gatlings, and an assault. That way I've got a nice little variety of there. I'm not putting any missile turrets on here, or the what is the other one? You know what it's called? Artillery. Because I believe their ammunition requires uranium. Let's hit Shift F10. Bring up the supply window, and we will put artillery shells. Oh, we need an assembler actually. One. Oh, let me hit you, dummy. 4. We're gonna drop an assembler here. Where is it? There it is. And we'll go over to my little thingy over here. Take a look at it in the assembler. Oh, let me get back into my body. I may set these guys at 5 as well. I may put another one in there. These longer gaps, I may put another light, double light in there, so I've got plenty of light coming in. But I'll set those up in a minute. Let's see here. Well, this is going to be interesting. Anyway, what was I going to do? I'm going to do something. Oh, the assembler. Let's see. We'll go into production mode. We'll go to ammunition. And the artillery shells, as you can see, well, the assault cannon only needs magnesium, nickel, and iron, whereas the artillery shells will require a 0.03 of uranium. The uranium I have in the base right now, I need that for power. That'll be my extreme emergency backup power. I've got 6 hydrogen tanks, 6 or 8, I can't remember the total. Well, I've got quite a few hydrogen tanks. I'm currently in the process of filling up with ice, or filling up with hydrogen. I've got a room with 8 hydrogen engines on standby for emergency power if my solar panels on board cannot feed enough energy to my batteries to keep them keep the base online. I'm going to be adding another tax load when I build these walls, because the turrets will be online most of the time. I may shut them off when I build them the first time, because I don't have any real enemies in the world, so I won't really need to worry about being under attack. But let's go finish the lights. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and delete this block here. Leave that as it is. And then I'm going to go and delete this block here. Delete this block and this block. We'll Control delete those. So what I'm going to do instead is I'll put a junction here. And then I'll put a connector here. We'll do 20 for now. So get it hooked up. And then we'll run over here and get our little tug. I'm using the ion versions of these ISL tugs from their collection of their fleet of ships. Mainly because the atmospheric ones obviously were not going to work in space. The hydrogen ones, ooh, man, are they quick, and they can damage and destroy things fast. So I'm going to stick with this little guy for now, with its ion thrusters on it. Counter the roll a little bit. There we go. Oops. Rolled too much the other way. There we go. That's what I need. Needed to go underneath. Then I can go right up to the top of the underside here. Use the underside of these grids as like a little guide. Almost. And then I think once I get close enough, it should trigger the yellow. Lock it, yes. There we go. Jump out and lock. That way I'll put another large block here. Oops. I'll put another large regular light armor block here. That way it'll keep... Ooh. Uh-oh. I need my other ship. The other, this guy. The other tug. My wall is moving, and I don't want it to move. I want it stationary. Wall, latch onto it. And then I'm going to go in and see if I can't turn this into a static grid, so that way I don't get all the movements anymore. I should have done that from the first place. There's the thing. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was just more worried about getting this place built. And then we'll go into info, convert to station. There we go. Now we can, now that I know it's stationary, I don't have to worry about it this part of the wall at least floating off on. Alright. Jump back in. Pull this away. Jump back out. Alright, so now I've got to go make my modifications to this end. I'll be able to get this side to block back up again. Let's see. All right. Do. And we'll go to 2, 3. Here we go. Line armor stuff. Alright, I need my big tug. I'm sorry for not having any music playing while I'm building. I don't have a large library in the epidemic sounds yet, so I really don't, and then I really don't like, when I'm doing something like this, I really don't want, I want to be able to concentrate a little bit more, and I find sometimes music can be a little on the distracting side, meaning that if I miss something, so we're gonna put a block here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our, I'm gonna put a merge block here and a merge block there, and then we're gonna take our lovely little extension and wall, set up my spectator cam to make sure I get everything lined up properly. F9. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna leave it locked to it, mainly because I want to. I'm really not that bothered by it, because I need to go back to one, place in my required blocks I need here. Oops, wrong one. There we go. That there. I'm gonna put a conveyor junction there. It don't matter if we build these or not. And then we'll put another conveyor junction here. That block, and for oops, hit 9 instead of 8. Oops. As you can see, that's red. That means that there's no power on this thing yet. I haven't gone in and added all the stuff in here yet. Which lock? There we go. Now it's got power because the main grid here has power. So there'll be like a little gap between the two. Means I'll have to copy. I'll make a blueprint of that little intersection. Delete all that. Alright, so before I get any further into this, let me disconnect this. It's nice now that ASC is finally, or Keen is finally gotten to a point where they figured out how to keep these powered, or to make them not require power in order to connect to things, and that's pretty cool. I'm glad. That's one of the nice little feature updates. I'm disconnecting the connectors and everything because I want to be able to isolate each wall independently, because once I'm done with my full build of this wall, so that block. I'll be able to, and then I'll merge everything back up, make sure that everything functions properly. So I may take this down to like a 150. And then put everything at a 5. Turn off my lights. That's plenty of light. Yeah, that should be plenty of light in here. I shouldn't have to increase the intensity. Go above 5. 5 too much? That's good. I don't know why I just don't fly, because I have unlimited hydrogen. Alright, so one thing I'll have to do is put my batteries back in here. And the way I want them. And there'll be one there, one there. I gotta put the tubes back in too. One there and one there. I thought about putting 3 on either side, but 4 altogether is more than enough. Especially if I'm gonna have the cargo network tied into the cargo network of the base, so these guys can draw ammo and stuff like that from the assemblers. So I don't want to be over excessive. This should have enough power to keep everything running for a little while at least. Block right in front of it, right? Yeah, that's my walkway, and then the block back. Yay, zipping through the hallways. There we go. Now we will go with door number 8. This is the only one that fits, apparently. And then, where's my door? Oh, put my stairs, my ladder well back in. There it is. There we go. Now we got a nice little. Side. Yeah, I want my inbound more. There we go. Now we're connected again. All the cargo network is all set up. Let's go check out. Alright, let's go to build info. Delete that one. This is the original name for it. E-A-B-Y. U-R. Alright, so there's that part done. Let's see, what else can I do? Oh, it's about time for me to head off to bed. Oh. But we'll come back to this again tomorrow. I'm sorry for the extremely short stream, and I got home late tonight, and because my other job decided they want to take wait till the last minute to decide on whether we're going to do something or not, and and then hitting Virginia traffic on the way home. It's not only the greatest after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It sucks. Especially if I wanted to use the HRBT or the Hampton Road or the any of the interstates here in Virginia. They all suck. All right, so tomorrow what we'll do is we'll continue modifying the wall. Once I've got the lights in a position on here, I may just go with warning lights on the outside, and then that should be fine. And then I'll think about a color coding or a texture I want to use for this. Neon is out. I don't want anything like that on my on these builds. I want it to kind of give it that wall looking type feature, but I want to keep it that meta look. That way it's meant to say, hey, I'm a wall, not something you can play with. And with my nice little turret friends here, that will change that. kind of give people like, hey, should I really go to approach this base? Is it safe to approach this base? Am I on friendly terms with this base? So what we'll do is next time, I'll probably have lights on this one. We should start on building the other corner wall on the other end of here, so we can get let's see if I can get in here and name this block to this grid. Info. I probably spelled that wrong, but oh well. It's what it is. And I'll need another one at this end. That way I can just get it to lock into place. And we'll go from there. Tomorrow morning, before I head off to my second job, I'll add the lights I want on the exterior of this thing. Mainly warning lights saying, hey, steer clear here. This is not a place for unwelcome guests. And then and we make it into adding batteries and turrets to this big wall, and then we'll start construction on the other set of corner blocks on the other end of the base. Get 2 corners up, put in another 2 more long walls, and then put in a couple more corners, and then put in the last wall. I want to label these walls, so I make sure that I'm putting them in positions of, hey, this is the north wall. This is where I need you at, and then we'll go from there. Like north wall, west wall, south wall, northwest corner, southwest corner, northeast corner, southeast corner. Or you get northwest and southeast, and then north, southwest, and then northwest. So on and so forth, you know, in the cardinal areas. I want the main walls, the long walls themselves, be on the cardinal directions, the north, east, west, and south. And then the corners will make up for the box, kind of complete that boxiness of the base itself. I know I didn't stream for too long today, but I appreciate you stopping by and having a peek at the video. If not, hopefully you enjoyed the video or the VOD if you're watching this a little bit later after my live stream. In a few months, I will be streaming less. I've got school coming up. I'm picking up a welding class, and I'm going to go learn how to become a fabricator and welder. Pick up a new trade. Something I've been wanting to do for quite a while was actually learning how to weld and determine some of the welds, because there's a project I got coming up that I want to reinforce some stuff, and I want to make sure that I'm confident about the welds that I'm doing, so I'm not worrying about things twisting and my project is costing me more money because I have all the parts and repairs I have to do. I thank you all for stopping in, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, or I hope you enjoyed the VOD. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps me out quite a bit, especially when I'm getting my foot in the door. Please some comments. Make suggestions about something that I'm doing in a build in a game. Like, hey, why don't you try using these blocks for this portion of the base? Hey, have you ever played such and such game? You should give it a try, so on and so forth. Saturday and Sunday, when I get home from work, we'll play around some more in Forever Skies on Saturday, and then we'll do a little more building on Sunday with Icarus. Tomorrow I'll spend some time on working on, once we're done the stream, finishing up the build, doing some more building with the walls, getting them fixed up. Jump into Icarus for a little while and off stream, of course, and then gather the resources I need so I can build the upgrades and start doing some of the missions there in the Olympus area, which I've called Olympus Down. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I will try to get some more videos out, but like I said, next in December, I start my welding school, so my streams will be for weekends only for the next 15 months. And then once I'm done with that, and then we'll go back into trying doing stuff throughout the week. Thank you for stopping by, and